Who was the, I think he was a chief scientist who in the Senate estimates or some other committee of the Senate, when asked if we closed down everything producing CO2, it would have absolutely no effect on the climate. What effect it would have on the climate? And he admitted it would have no effect. Who was that? Do you remember?
That was Dr. Alan Finkel.
The same
and his
Dr.
words
Finkel.
were virtually nothing.
Virtually nothing.
And I was there with Senator Ian MacDonald, who asked the question, and he came down and I'd just finished arguing with Alan Finkel and Sinodinos. Sinodinos did what everyone does who loses an argument. He started labelling me with name calling. Labels are the last refuge of people who are either ignorant, dishonest, or fearful, and that's what Senator Sinodinos showed as minister. But anyway,
what were you labelled, Malcolm?
So,
could I interrupt you and ask you?
I can't remember. I get so many labels.
A denier.
Climate denier, tinfoil hat wearer, conspiracy.
Malcolm, you're a denier.
I have never denied that the climate exists. I've never denied that the climate varies. You know. Anyway, that's what happens when they can't stitch together a logical rebuttal. They smear and label. So anyway, as I was finishing the argument, normally we don't argue and send estimates, we just ask questions, but it got into a bit of an argument. Senator Ian MacDonald came in from Townsville and he sat down next to me and said, "Gee, it's good having you in the Senate, Malcolm." I said, "Why is that?" And he said, "Because when they give us this crap, you bash it right back at them." and so that shows you why they've got away with it, because so few senators are aware of the basics, the fundamentals. But what Senator MacDonald then did, it was his turn, and I watched him on the video. I left the room. I watched him on the video, and David, Senator MacDonald, who's a canny man, he said, so the question to Dr. Finkel, what would happen if we cut all of Australia's production of carbon dioxide from human activity? And Dr. Finkel said, virtually nothing. And Senator MacDonald was not expecting that. And the look on his face was, oh, so what would happen if we cut it by 50%? And what he was trying to do, David, he was trying to go from 100% to 50% to 20% to 10% to see that nothing would happen. It was pointless what we're doing. But halfway through his second question, he said, and what would happen if we cut it to 50? And he suddenly realised, if there's virtually nothing with 100%, there's no point in asking any more questions. He was stunned. Just the look on his face, I'll always remember that.
That's
He's
wonderful.
a good man, Ian.
Yes.